Protues MMX purchasing escalation. When a requisition grand total exceeds an employee's maximum allocated purchase amount, a purchase escalation process will be activated. First, you'll need to create an escalation group for this process. Escalation will be started after it's selected from Settings. Hover your mouse above the Settings module and click on Global Options. Note: after selecting this setting, you will need to log out and back in to reflect purchasing escalation in Purchasing. Step 1. Setting a maximum purchase amount. After you've activated the purchase escalation, you must add maximum purchase amount while creating an employee. To do this, go to the Personnel module and select an employee from the drop-down. You'll be redirected to the Employee Record Navigator. From the Navigator, you will select the new icon to create a new employee record. Once you have filled out the required information, you'll locate the maximum purchase amount field located above the Notes field. Enter the desired number amount in the field and click the Save icon. Step 2. Finding the Purchase Escalation Navigator. Now that you have created a new employee and set a maximum purchase amount, you will begin the process of creating an escalation group. To start this process, go to the Purchasing module and select Purchasing Escalation. Select the new icon to create a new escalation group. Note: the escalation group can only be created by the administrator and those users who have the administrator role. Select a facility from the drop-down and assign the escalation group any name you desire. From there, you'll add employees from the menu located to the left of the screen. You add each employee by simply dragging and dropping their names from the left menu to the right menu or using the Manage Employee feature. After you've selected the employees, you will enter an escalation interval time. Lastly, you will assign an escalation order with the up or down arrows located to the right. If you need to add or delete an employee, you will click the Manage Employee button. When selecting a facility, your escalation group, the following events will occur. The employee associated with any user will be displayed. All employees associated with those users who have an administrator role will be displayed. All employees associated with those users who are assigned that role which belongs to selected facility will also be displayed. Note: after requisition creation, only users that fulfill one of the three scenarios can view the requisition. Step 3. Creating a requisition. To start, you will need to add any needed stockroom parts, add any needed non-stockroom parts, add assets. Now check the grand total. If the requisition grand total is less than the employee's maximum purchase amount, the escalation process will not be initiated. If the requisition grand total is greater than the employee's maximum purchase amount, the escalation process will start. Note: anyone can create a requisition whether he or she belongs to that escalation group or not. However, the user must belong to the escalation group's facility. If the requisitioner is not in the escalation group, then the escalation will start from the first employee in the group. If the requisitioner is in the group, assuming this requisitioner is the third employee in the escalation group, the escalation will start from the fourth employee of the escalation group. When the requisition grand total is greater than the employee's maximum purchase amount, select the requisition and assign a purchase order number. As we know, this employee's purchase limit is less than the requisition grand total, so they will get an alert. If the employee clicks on cancel, the approval process will be terminated. When the employee clicks the OK button, the first employee in the escalation group will get an email. The first employee will click on the Click Here for Approval link in the approval email. Once clicked, they will be redirected to a login page. If that employee's purchase limit is less than the requisition grand total, He or she will be able to forward this email to the next employee in the escalation group by clicking on the Yes button. After clicking on Forward, the next employee will get an approval email. The same process will be followed for all employees. If this employee's purchase limit is equal to or greater than the requisition grand total, then he or she will get a pop-up to approve that requisition by clicking on the Yes button. The requisition will be approved. The approval level can be viewed on the Approval tab in Requisitions. Once the requisition is approved, we need to assign the purchase order. For assigning a PO, there is a setting in the Global Options. To get global options, you will 1. Hover over the Settings module, 2. Go to the General section of the drop-down menu, 3. Click on Global Options under General. If Auto PO number is selected, the last employee in the line approves a requisition. A PO number will be assigned automatically in the same format as a work order. Year, month, day, all sequential numbering. If PO assigned by the last person in the escalation group is selected, the last employee to approve the requisition will be allowed to enter a PO number. If PO assigned by the requisitioner and escalation group is selected, when the last employee approves the requisition, an email will be sent to the requisitioner. If an employee finds a reason to not approve the requisition, they should click the No button and send an email to the requisition creator and all employees who forwarded that requisition with a reason why. That way, they are all aware that the requisition is not being approved.